and we'll end it there with a mistake, because that's what I do, I make mistakes. This song is still extremely fresh. Tennessee Whiskey, George Jones, Chris Stapleton. Great song. It's so close to Etta James, I'd Rather Go Blind, that we're actually going to do that one next. But for now, we're going to do this one. This kind of exploded Chris Stapleton's career, even though it kind of pissed me off because I've been listening to him for years, since the first Steel Drivers album. Steel Drivers. You know, I started doing that in the description of my favorite things type of stuff. I'll put the Steel Drivers in there. If you guys don't know who they are, it's Chris Stapleton. Yeah, everybody knows Chris Stapleton now, but he had a bluegrass, I guess a newgrass band. Quite I don't know, 2011, 2012 they started, I guess. I'm not sure of the year, but I've been listening to them since their first album. It's just amazing. Chris did 2 albums with them, and then they got another singer, and they did a 3rd album. 3rd album's just as good. It's not as good as Voice, but it's still, for the newgrass stuff, it's still really good. I would totally recommend, even with the new singer. But this will be a long lesson, so let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to break it down and do it a couple different ways. I did that with all fingerpicking, but we're going to do a pick version as well. Tuning. We are the same tuning as we were last time. We're going to do E, A, D. Now, you can do the song in a normal tuning, but then you lose the high parts. And that is such a great part. Why would you want to lose it? So we're going to tune E, A, D. So lowest is your E, highest is your D, middle is A. So let's just start with a simplified pick version where we're just going to do the intro and then the chords. That way if somebody wants to sing, they can do the intro and they can do the chords. Okay. And if in that case, I should actually probably tune back up to normal tuning. Okay, so this version is just for people who want to strum and sing. Okay? So no fancy picking, just the intro and then the chords. Only 2 chords in the song. Your A, 0, 1, 0, and your B minor, 2, 1, 0. That's it. Okay, so the intro. The intro is going to be the same for both, but with this we'll do the pick. Let's go down a little bit more so you can see the picking hand. Just get both hands in there. So. Yeah, I'm screwing that up. Never mind. So we're going to go back. We're going to skip the DAD because I've got it learned the other way now. So even for the strumming version, you can tune up. Like, it's still easier to do it this way too, even if you're doing basic strumming. Okay, so let's start it again. So that's the intro. So now your chords have changed a little bit, right? So your A is open, open, 1. And your B minor is 1, 1, open. That's with the alternate tuning that we're using. So the intro. Kind of like that. So first line, on the low string, open, 1, middle string, open, slide up to the second. So 2, 1, open, 1. Second line. Third line, you're doing those hammer-ons. So 1 to 2, do it 3 times, and end up back on the 1. That's third line, fourth line. Slide up to 2, 1, open, open. See the double open there, the first open, you're still in your B mine. And then you end up in your A. And for the intro, and actually for the whole verses, I'm just doing the top 2 strings. I don't bring in the high string till later. But for the strumming version, you kind of have to do the whole thing. So for strumming, your A. And it's the whole same thing the whole way through. 2 chords for the whole song. You gotta love 2-chord songs. They're really the easiest things to do if you're just strumming. Picking, not so much in this one, but for the strumming. So you just do that the whole time. And you want to emphasize that one beat. Kind of gives it that bluesy feel to it, right? Alright, so that's the simplified intro and strumming. Now, if we want to get a little more complicated, the finger picking I'm doing is going to be hard to explain, but I'll try my best, right? Ignore my hand. I put a nail through it at one point. I cut there. Then I can't even play guitar right now because of where the palm rests. I don't know how I put a nail. I fell and I put my hand out to balance myself and it went right into a nail. It really sucked. Oh, that hurt. But it doesn't hurt to play the Merlin, so we're good. Alright. So, finger picking. Let's back up a little bit so we can get both hands in here. Come down a little bit more. I'll try to let's turn it and get the perfect angle here. So basically, like I was saying, for the intro and for the verses, I'm playing those 2 strings only. So what I would do is the thumb plays that string only, your pointer plays the middle string only. And just designate those 2 fingers for those 2 strings, and that'll help with this picking. So you already know what that is from the intro I did with the pick, right? Same notes, we're just strumming it different. Okay, I think I messed up when I did the pick. So the first line's the same. Second line is where I messed up. So 2, 2, 1, open 2, 1. So let's correct that right now. And then third line, fourth line stays the same. So remember, everything is on E and the A string, low and middle. Nothing is played on the high string yet. Now you can add extra things in here, and I have been. It's just a little bit extra of flavor to it, right? But if you're not there, if you don't want to, that's no problem either, right? Okay, so that's the intro. I basically do it when I finger pick single strings. And then the verses, I do the same thing, except I'm playing bow string. That's basically, without the, take the melody out of there, that's basically the strumming I'm doing. Alright, so that's the intro and the verse in an easy strumming way. Now the chorus, we'll get the chorus and the solo yet. So the chorus, where are we at? 17 minutes, crap. I should stop this and do a two-parter, shouldn't I? No, let's go. The chorus starts out the same. And then from there, so let's do that. Well, I messed up. So now we're playing the bottom string. So up top is the same for the B minor, but for the D, you gotta remember you gotta add on to that first fret. And then for that accent note, that loud note, instead of pinching, that's how we're doing it before. Now we're gonna do a straight down with your back of your hand with your fingernails. So you're in B minor here, so you gotta remember first fret, and then you climb up. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you end back up in your D. So that's the first part. Second part. So we're going to climb up. 1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 6. No, hold on. And then you climb back down. 6, 5, 4. And then you bar here. Bar your first fret. So you're going to play 1, 1, 2 is where you want to end up. You're still a B minor. Let's do that again. So we do that once before. Then you go back into the low 2 strings only. So you do verse, chorus, and then you've got the solo. Now the solo, the walk-up is the same as that we do in the second part of the chorus. This is where it gets tricky. We're going to do a B minor, but we're going to do it up here. So what you want is 4, 3, 5. That's where you're going to end up, and then there's some pinky work we got to do. second part, sorry. So when you're into that B minor, the 4, 3, 5, the 5 you're doing with your pinky. But this finger here, you want to put it on the 4. So you just lift, and that's... You don't have to worry about too much extra work, right? So if you end up here, so 4, 3, 4 with your pinky on the 5th. And you gotta remember too, you've got a second before that accent note, right? So you don't have to be perfect. I'm not. Do that part again. So that pinky work you're doing, so that's first line solo. Second line is actually harder. I know it sucks. My fingers are already cramping up for me. Okay, so second line. Starts the same. Still the same. This part. You're doing that reach, right? So it's just the third line that is different. The first, second, and fourth line are the same both times for the solo. But that third line, you gotta do that reach. And I'm not doing the slide up, I'm not doing the hammer on. Just quick notes and quick mutes. Solo, and then you back into the... And I should say that solo isn't quite exactly what it is supposed to be. The first line is pretty close. Second line, you're supposed to go low on it, but we don't have enough notes. I guess you could kind of climb up there. So if you guys want to experiment with that, it's... Basically every note we've played in the song. You could go with that. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. mess that up. That's it. A 30-minute lesson. I knew it was going to be a long one. There's a lot in there when you start doing the finger picking. So we'll end it there. I've got, like I said, the chords, the strumming, everything is the same as Etta James' I'd Rather Go Blind. So that one's next. I don't know if it's going to be today because I'm still working out some of the melody lines. It's pretty similar, so just a quick taste. That's a B minor. It's so close to this one now, I'm all screwed up, but I'll be working on that one today. I might record it. I'm going to upload this first and probably work on that, and then we'll go from there. That's it. Tennessee Whiskey, George Jones, Chris Stapleton. Have fun. Practice patience, have fun, and we'll see you guys next time.